abantu besifazane bakhulunyelwa abesilisa.
Yeah.
Umuntu wesifazane ukuthi ngangifunde enye into lapha kobani lama universities lawa ye mentoring and coaching.
Yeah.
Awukwazi ukuthi umuntu I understand how you feel. You can't say that. You can never.
It's
can never.
Awukwazi even if you can share the same sentiments. Wake washonelwa ngaye ngashonelwa, you know how it feels. Kuwe awazi mina. I love anchors. I want to tattoo an anchor right on my ankle because I like to keep grounded. And I've never been a wanderer. When I was young, I had 2 best friends after I'd lost one to elders who lived like cruise ships. I still see him sometimes, and we are 12 again when our eyes meet. When I was 12, I rode a bicycle freehand in high speed. The world stopped, and I felt air sweep through parts of me that had forgotten how to breathe. Once, the bicycle chainring latched onto the soft tissue behind my knee, tore into it, pulled out a crimson flash. My eyes welled up with tears. I guess bicycles too need anchors. The following year, I stopped flying. I sailed off to a town that forced adulting into my bloodstream. We rented a back room. I went to big school, learned a new language. I scraped my mother off my tongue. That year, I learned that silence could be a loud cry, the wheeze in my chest, a failed whistle blow. My rescue is still lost at sea. My father left us that year. I was 14, a sudden death that sent my voice into exile. My teeth still picket fences, laughed like a piece of land where my mother tongue sits in comfort. At 14, my name fell off my mother's tongue like an unforgivable sin. I am still praying for forgiveness. At 14, I bloomed well after spring. My body never did learn to conform. Sweet 16, I peeled back the skin of white mastery of my backbone. I wore my skin like a full eclipse. I wrote my first poem. I guess, 16 towards vice. I gripped myself with patience. Since then, I've never begged for acceptance. 18, an almost fool in the motions of bloom, but I don't turn flower. Instead, I'm a field of thorns. I'm built of the fallen walls of Jericho, and I am fluent in surviving myself. I've been blooming since 14. I cut my age into bite-sized pieces. My plate is still full with youth. I'm 30-something, still peeling residues of 14 off my eyes, thinking, my. Look at how time has aged.
Yeah. Hey, she's built from the fallen walls of Jericho. Sanbonani Kamala Ntokozo staring. NgwakwaZulu ngazingajabula-ke namhlanje. Yo. Ngiphethe uThando Fuze la. She's not only a contemporary word architect or a writer, because bakhanda phela ngamagama. She's a writer, she's an art curator, she's a founder of SHEfted Minds, she's a director of art shows or art events. She's everything in terms of art. So bon.
Sanibona njani?
Kunjani mfethu? Hey Thando mfethu, yazi khona umuntu ongikhumbuza yena mawuqeda wenza le poem yakho.
Bani?
Ngikhumbuza umazeli. Yo, we wanted a discussion naye something and wangikhumbuza into oyishoyo kule poem yakho.
Yeah.
Off air before sikhulume la ngithe kuwena, there are people who possibly abasaziyo,
sure,
and possibly kunomuntu ozobe sibona okokuqala ukuthi I've never seen this face before. Who is Thando Fuze?
Oh man.
Where were you born? Where did you grow up and all of that?
Funny story. So I didn't grow up with my biological mother, right? Yeah. So I didn't get to spend as much time with her. And Izolo, I was doing an interview for a journal. So they asked me the same question, where were you born? So I pick up the phone, I'm like, angifonela umalume ngazalelwa hayi hey don't be. So we sikhulume angazi kahle, but I was born somewhere in Clement. Khona nje la iduzayo.
Ngidebenites
kahle, but manje khona la ihambe igashwe khona because abazali abasekho. So I can't go back and ask them ukuthi hayibo nenza kanjani manje singazi information kanje. I'm a Durbanite through and through, born and bred. I grew up in a lot of places. I grew up khona eClermont, and then I moved to Potchefstroom, and then I came back, went to Marion Hill, and then Gcina Mhlophe, where I live now. I also spent some time in Cape Town. So I've been all over. But I think first and foremost, Thando Fuze is an individual, a woman before anything else. Before I'm an artist, before I'm a writer, before I'm a founder of Fuse Art, I'm an individual. And that is, I think, the most important part.
I am Thando Fuze. Usindi Swazulu ngangambuza ngeke ngo-stage name wakhe wathi u-Lady African wanginikeza i-description why she likes to be referred to as Cindy Swazulu. Why Thando Fuze? Because I know Fuze is Thakazelo,
so Thando Ngcobo mina. It didn't sound cool. That's the only reason. It just didn't sound cool.
For you to be Thando Ngcobo.
I wanted to be a cool kid. So I wanted to. So I had to pick, but I still want that authenticity. Ne background. I love to acknowledge my people. I love to acknowledge Abago Fuze, Abangkulisile. So I had to take that with me, and the only way was I pick the right clan name. That will go with my name. So it's just that I'm using my clan name. That's it. Yeah.
By listening to the poem you did,
oh boy, I started in 2002.
How old were you?
Boy, oh boy. You know what? I don't even keep count anymore of my guys. I don't keep count because I don't look it, I don't feel it, right? So asikisting.
I'm a jeans off
So I started in 2002. I was still in high school at the time. In a corner, poetry, or I am. I even say in the poem, I am, but I am an African. No, it wasn't that one. A different one. But you know, I started then, and back then it was a hobby. I didn't even know what I could take it this far. It was just a thing I was doing because I'd heard Bolebo Mashil and back then, Fila Sister. So I thought, I can do this.
Can you remind me that show that played on SAP?
It was Take 5.
Yeah.
It was Take 5. So I saw them there. I can't dance. And I was very shy as a child. Very shy. I kept to myself like a lot. I was that person. But I thought, I have so much to say. And if I could just speak, you know, and find a way to string words together, I can try and do this. So and I guess the rest is history.
But that's how you break it down, the history. The first response you gave me, you said, besides being a poet, being a director, what, I'm a woman and I'm human.
Yes. Individual.
I'm an individual. Yes. I'm sure there are people who have contributed to the Thando Fuze we know today. And one person who did that to you was Dr. Gcina Mhlophe. What is your relationship with her?
Oh man, I think we started with you. There was a workshop she did.
Speak to be heard, speak to be understood. Yeah,
there was a workshop we did. It was organized by Umaspala. I don't even, was it 2008? I don't even remember. I don't even remember when it was.
Commercial City.
Commercial City. But I don't know what she saw in me. Because I don't think I'm anything special, right? But every day, Namanje, every day, every time she sees me, she hugs me tight and she tells me, you are beautiful. Every time, without fail. But ngaphandle kwalokho, ungibonisile ukuthi as a woman, you can do it. Because I think in this space, I try and refrain from calling it an industry because we keep saying we are building an industry, which means there is no industry over manje, right? So, kulesi space usehlalile kakhulu and has represented us as abantu baseThekwini, abantu base-KZN, wazi umhlaba wonke uMamGcina. Wonke umhlaba, kodwa akakhohlwa ukuthi uma enawe ungangawo. Uba nje ngangawe nje. Yabo, nikwazi ukuxoxa, nizwane. Akukho isikhathi la ufila khona ngathi ngikhuluma noDr. Gcina Mhlophe manje owazi umhlaba wonke. No, there's no such ngaye. Uyakwazi ukuzehlisa azithobe ngisho ngabe umncane kanganani, umdala kangakanani, uyabuya abe nawe la ukhona. And still excels in what she does. And always gives back. Is what I like or love about her. She always remembers to give back. La akakubona khona wakutshela ukuthi into oyenzayo ngiyayithanda akakukhohlwa. Ubuyela njalo kuwena khona into ethile nento ethile awuhamba uyobheka sonke isikhathi ngimthandela lokho. So she has been namanje makuthi khona into eyilanxa yakhona ngiyakwazi ukuthi MamGcina kunento kanje asho ukuthi hayi awuzame ngapha. She's contributed a lot.
We are leading me to the next question. Ezothi ngokwe contribution yakhe asenayo kuwena as a female poet in this space. Wena ke ngokwakho, what has that contributed ekwenzeni kwakhe izinto mhlawumbe even nokusiza abantu abanje ngawo? Yabo, from the, because I know there's another Thando Fuze who's reserved. Ngikhuluma noNhlanhla Mhlophe ngithi naye wayibhalela ekhwapheni futhi wayifihla. So i-experience yakho ngokuzwana noDoctor nento asekusize ngazo lokho wena sokukusize ngani ke mhlawumbe nokusiza abanye abantu ke?
Sure. Kadusang introducer, he said I am a director of Fuse Art. Fuse Art is a platform, art and performance, creative writing, all of that. But si prioritize kakhulu abantu besifazane. Baphambili. So ngafika wesilisa lezi profile yakho, but khona wesifazane so beka ngezansi siqale yabo prioritize. I've really been fighting for female poets in Durban. I think anyone who knows me knows. Everyone I've worked with, I always come to a show. Engasiyo neyami, ngibuza ukuthi hayibo, kwakhona ama male poets are 15 ne female poets eyodwa kwenzakalani. So I've always advocated for female poets, not just in Durban, but nje female artists, because we need to be heard. And I feel like a lot of our stories are told by male poets or male artists because we're not given the chance. And if it's issue umuntu wesilisa engamazi ukuthi umuntu wesifazane ufila kanjani ngayo ayiseyona. So ilento ngihlezi ngiyilwela mina. So I've also done SHEfted Minds, which was a female-based platform.
I like the way you coin into zenzayo amagama khona. You have Fuse Art. Can you spell the word fuse?
Fuze.
That is Fuze.
Yes.
And SHEfted Minds?
SHEfted Minds is spelled with a big she.
With a big she.
Yes, which means we are prioritizing females and we are shifting state of mind. Bantu.
Ngisabe bengizonibhalela phansi lento nginikhombisa. SHEfted is a she. SHE block letters, then FTED.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And then what was the whole purpose behind
SHEfted Minds? There was a time like Tegwini akuhleze kuthiwa awekho ama-poets esifazane. Ngithi mina kanjani? Kunama-sessions eMlazi, kunama-sessions eNanda, kuma-sessions eNtuzuma. Awekho amantombazane khona. And then I spoke to, I went to a show, I don't remember which show it was. And there was literally 14 male poets on the lineup and only one female poet.
Would you still remember that female poet?
I don't remember who it was. But I went in lab. Ngabuza ukuthi ubani organizer. Wakhonje organizer ngathi ngicela ukubuza ukuthi indaba kukhona i-female poet eyodwa. You will not believe i-answer engayithola lapho. Nanamhlanje usayi example lo muntu. Nanamhlanje wathi female poets get pregnant.
How?
That was the response I got. They get pregnant. At
this day and age, konke sakhuluma njalo.
Washo njalo nje. umncane umfana futhi nje umfana fanele ngabe uhluzekile
uyabona
engqondweni
lokho ngane sisanethemba ngakho kusafanele kukhule. How?
And I was like, excuse me, what are you trying to say? Bese ukhulelwa bese umlomo uyavaleka noma izandla ngabisebenza noma mhlambe kwenzakala njani bese kunjalo pho. Ay. Ngasi the next time you do a show la eBet, I'm going to come. I want to look at your lineup. The next time it was half and half. It was half and half because I don't get lento yokuthi abantu. It's human nature. Of course they will get pregnant. Impregnated by whom? A male person. What do you mean? What do you mean? Shuza bahlale bobabili.
Exactly.
Ngoba phela uyacontribute phela naye. Shuza sihlale sobabili ke singenzi lutho. I've never understood this thing of inequality. Nala khona esithi khona nathi nasikhuluma ukuhlukile. Nabanye kodwa ithina futhi sicindezela abanye. It does not make sense.
Kule platform la esithina khona si open isilela wonke umuntu sifuna wonke umuntu alingane. Have you seen any developments or changes? From the day uthi uqala shifted minds.
Shifted minds. I have seen ngoba ngiyamina personally kubona ngithi madoda
hayi kanje
ngicela ukubona ama female poets and I saw someone, I think it was Cindy, so who posted on Facebook with the next time uthi awake ama female poets eThekwini okusho ukuthi isakhona lento yokuthi ama female poets awekho waposta wonke wathi now
I saw the status.
Yes, waposta wonke ngoba akho ngababuza nabo ukuthi indaba nina nithule benza ishow beze beyiqede bathathe wonke umuntu okusession yeni nikhona ningasho
lutho nini
bathi abasivumeli
ababavumeli
ukuthi beze kuma shows babe kuma lineups ba right bekuma session ba right mase when it comes to shows she's bona they must not get paid bona they must not grow their fan base bona they must not grow umsebenzi wabo ngemanje ngoba vele uzoyapi.
From everything you have done and the experience you have ngalento esikhuluma ngayo manje le topic is serious le, how do we shift the minds of the curators or the organizers, especially male counterparts? Because I believe enye inhloso zale platform is to address such issues. Vele bazoyibona lento.
I think we need to go back to basics. And the basics ukuthi siyahlangana kunama workshops. A workshop aphela umbhali. Now we curate ngeke uzuyazi yonke into. And there's someone who has done this thing far more than you have. On experience eningana kunawo. Why ungezwa kuyena ukuthi how into kanjena ngenza kanjani? Mhlambe wena kweyakho ishow aweka abantu besifazane ngoba awubazi.
Exactly.
But funa phela ama contacts. Buza kwabanye, you've seen abanye abantu benza ama shows, you know abanye abantu abama poets, abama artists, ababaziyo labantu ngoba siyazana sonke. Nanokuthi enye into asifuni ukurecommendana. Enye inkingi le asifuni ukurecommendana. If fonelwe mina ngathi udinga female poets, but ngiyazi ukuthi le topic ayihambisani
nami.
Ngiyayifuna kodwa. Noma ngimazi ukuthi no usindiswa ngayenza kangcono le ndindaba ngingakunikeza contact yakhe ngithi ungcono awuthinte yena thathe yena khona naye uzokwaziwa ke nangelinye ilanga usuyokwazi ukuthi uye kuyena direct asifuni ukurecommendana kwathina ke sisodwa akukho okudlula ukuthi ubuze akukho okudlula ukuthi ubuze akumi futhi ukufunda sihlala sifunde nje zonke so ama workshops I think would really help ukuthi nama artists aphuma ukuze azobonakala ke nawe angahlali ke emumva ukuthi ahlale kuma sessions asale kuma sessions bakhona ama shows basale emumva fanele waziwe phela now be active as an artist ngoba kusiza ukuthi there are poets abama females but awusabhali or awusaperformi akukusiza indawo.
I think u highlight point ebalekile le ama session mina personally nje njengo starring ama sessions bese ngwabona asefana nama shows
kakhulu
ngesimanga sokuthi umuntu asawazi ukuthatha iphepha uyifundele ethi yazi ngibhala into ukuthi everyone is expected ukuthi sekuyaperforma la yabo kufanele ube perfect kanti session la kufanele uyilungise khona phela sixoxe futhi back in the days duty wawuzumise kuthiwa awusitazeli ubuthini lapha
yebo uma usawunda njengomunye futhi bese uyamisa kuthiwa no engathi sesizushiwe-ke manje nakuwena akusichazele
yebo indaba nalo ekhonjwa yokidaba. So one thing I've always wanted to noma bengithi ngiyiplan ukuyikhuluma nawe is uku-commercialize i-art yakho, specifically nje poetry. You have written a book, Conversations with a Human. You also featured in an anthology that featured about 24 poets, 2012-13.
Home is where the mic is.
It
features a lot of UK poets mostly, and some of South Africa.
International, man, Fuze. I'm an A-list. International.
We are trying.
Please, ngokwakho mfethu, is it easy?
It's not.
Commercializing your art and
it's not.
Is it doable?
It's doable, but it's not easy. To be quite honest, releasing my book, I was not ready. I don't even think I'm ready for a book. In as much as sing ballet for this long, in as much as I've been performing for this long, I feel like I'm not ready to release a book. But my mom felt really ill. 2 years ago, she passed on 2 years ago. Wagula ngendlela esimanga, and she was always worried. Uzowenza njani wena? Abanye bayasebenza banani. Wena angiboni ngathi mina no man. Let me show her ukuthi ihamba igcinephi noma ingafika kuphi iziphi indidlulela futhi. I organized all sorts of press, newspapers, TV interviews, radio interviews, all of it, so that she could see ukuthi akupheli kuphela ukuthi ngithi ngisayi-bed center, yabo ngoba phela bezwa lapho ukuthi no usayi-bed center uyakwenza lezi zinto zakhe, yabo ukuthi izinto zami can end up in a book, and ibhuku elihamba lize lifike kuphi. People from Sierra Leone contacting me ukuthi we need your book. I have people from Angola engabazi ukuthi uzoyifisa kanjani leyo ncwadi leyo. Lapho mina ngokwami angifuni igcwale. Even Africa asked me ukuthi ayibo, I feel like incwadi yakho should have done way better because I was not ready. It was just a thing yokuthi to show my mother ukuthi this is what I can do, this is what I'm capable of, this is what this thing that I'm doing engangifikisa khona. So naye azokhuleka ukuthi hayi uzoba right lo.
I think sengiyakuzwa mawuthi you were not ready and awufuni igcwale.
Yebo.
Ikhona enye incwadi oyibhalayo noma usazobhala noma?
I've been approached by a publishing company efuna ukuthi ikhiphe ibhuku lami.
The very same one?
No. A different book. They're waiting on me to create. Yeah. So there is something coming.
Wow.
There is
you heard it first! Right here! There is something coming. In terms of platforms where people get to showcase their work, is it enough?
No, it's not enough.
But there are lots of shows, Thando.
There are, but it's not enough.
Not enough?
It's not enough. We need more. We need more. Radio sithola ngo-11, 12 ebusuku.
Hey.
Ake siyithole nje inkondlo ngo-8 sivukela, siyithole nje ngo-11, yabo, sivukela. Television is trying, but it's not enough. Daily theater, I don't even know sakhona yini, but uyavela nawo kancane, but it's not enough.
Yeah.
It's not enough. Umusic uzwa yonke indawo. Akukho la hamba khona ungawuzwa umusic.
Uma nje sibele sola amapiano kabi.
Asizwe nje inkondlo idlulela nje udlule beach nje basilala nje.
Sikwenza kanjani ke lokho? Sikwenza kanjani?
Ukutheni ukuthi we push, we create, we keep creating. If there are no platforms, we create our own platforms. Akukho kudlula lokho. Angithi nama shows siyawenza siyazenzela.
Yeah.
Ama platforms la perform khona created by artists. If we must have podcasts like this, then let's have them.
Yeah. To commercialize and let people
That's
get
how
to
we're
know
going to do it. If it means self-publishing, let's self-publish. Let's do all those things. Baze basizwe ukuthi no bakhona.
Yeah.
Bakhona. Ungalokho manje kulokuthiwa sidinga entertainment but manje khona i-poetry kuphela. Nayo phela.
Yeah.
Nayo phela ayifakwa.
khona into esho ukuthi let's publish. Bengifuna ukubuza lo busho phela sivele sadlula kule topic. Kodwa kunzima kangana nokupublish uma usubhalile?
It's very difficult.
Very.
It's expensive.
Oh, it's expensive.
It's expensive. And to get the right material, oyifunayo wena for your work, getting the right publishers.
Getting the right material for your work kusho in.
Yahluka phela amaphepha mfowethu, yahluka amaphepha ufuna iphepha elinjani lencwadi elecover libe njani, all those things are expensive
liyacwebezela
and asikhokheleki enye into manje sizoyenza kanjani yonke leyo nto yayibo. So inzima yona in terms of imali vele ke sihlezi sikhala ngemali singeke singakhali ngemali ngoba
abasikhokheli
ivele ibona futhi abajiki basithuthi hayi bathanda imali bahlezi bekhala ngemali so khala ngayo vele ngoba nisikhokheli ayikho vele yayibo. So self-publishing is doable, but it's expensive. Fanele ube ready nje ukuthi no uzokhokha and the more you at least the more you sell uzokwazi ukucover go back and maybe reprint.
Yeah, mfethu ngiyayibonga honesty yakho ngalo mbuzo because mina personally sengihlangane nenqaba yabantu abathayina starting nezivayela ngaphandle sifuna ukupublisha most umchazela ukuthi umuntu epublish vele bona ngathi uyamcindezela yabo kanti you must be ready.
You must be ready.
Yeah.
Bathi nama 2000 pocketically. You must be ready financially. You need to know that it's very expensive to publish by yourself.
As the Thando Fuze we know, mangathi umuntu kwena ngokwakho select the top 3 stages la uthi nganga perform khona kwakhonoba.
Top 3 stages.
Mawuthi wena bonje la ngishabe kuthokozakalani mina nibatshelo starting ukuthi ngake ngaya la kwakukhona lo ngaya la kwakukhona lo ngaya la kwakukhona even if angasebanga ke urecord la uthi wena mhlambe ngathi highlight yami ke le.
I think the one that takes first place is obviously Poetry Africa.
Yeah.
Poetry Africa is a world stage.
Yeah.
Every poet wants to get onto Poetry Africa, and I was lucky enough to perform on the same night. No Lebo Mashilo, who was the person who got me writing.
Yeah.
So that was very special for me. I will always love a poet in a suit. Always love poets in a suit. I will always love a poet, so that stage is very special to me too.
My memories poet in a suit.
It's coming back, by the way. I saw Olizi posted. Yes, and I think the most recent was an Australian platform. All these American poets, that was why you chupa. I was with them, but manje that's virtual. You don't get to meet them, but it's special nonetheless. But there are quite a few, man.
Yeah, that you're on the same list with such people.
Yeah.
In terms of collaborations, in terms of work, not only ngokperforma ngokubhala, but even nokwenza ama event.
Yeah.
Is there anything coming up?
Abba Lobby had approached me for collaboration. I think that would be interesting. I think that would be really interesting. I had spoken to Mine and Mtembu regarding a collaboration as well. I would really love to do a thing with Poetry Africa, just to uplift the poetry scene, not for me as an individual, but to create something for poetry as a whole. But
yeah. So should stay tuned and check your local listings. Something is coming. No, sabonga kakhulu Fuze. Isikhathi esihlezi singanele. Uma sikhuluma ngezihloko ezibaluleke kangaka and siyabonga nje ukuthi usibole kumqondo wakho usiboleke nobuwena ke and the stuff we are doing outside, especially empowering women, iyayithatha indawo yami inhliziyo yami kakhulu leyo nto leyo, and because mina ngiyathanda ukuthi wonke umuntu sibalanseni siphila kuleyo society manje yabo sonke sibe nezwi. You touched on a very serious point ukuthi abantu besifazane bakhulunyelwa abesilisa. Umuntu esifazane ukuthi ngangifunde enye into lapho kobani lama universities lawa ye mentoring and coaching. Awukwazi ukuthi umuntu I understand how you feel. You can't say that. You can never. Awukwazi ukuthi
even if you can share the same sentiments. Wake washonelwa ngaye ngashonelwa, you know how it feels. Kuwe awazi mina kunjani.
No, siyabonga kakhulu mfethu, and siyacela ukuthi ke uma kukhona okunye okwenzakalayo uyuzivakashela lapha sizoba update abantu ukuthi hey sekulapha manje futhi umuntu onombuzo ke you have the right ask any questions under comments or anything. You follow Thando Fuze on social media platforms. If you need to know anything about her, she's here. If you want a book, noma le sazophuma ngoba le yokuqala noZulu 10 ngayo. Thank you very much. Thank you for liking, subscribing and sharing, and don't stop doing it. Don't stop doing it. Your social media handles?
Thando_Fuze everywhere.
Thank you very much. Ningayeke bazalwane ukusilalela noma sebekuphikisa uzobatshela ukuthi izinkondlo ziyaphilisa.